Chapter 2135. When the two came to the deck, Alex couldn't help sighing against the cold sea breeze. Although he had rescued Faria safely now and had begun to take her on the journey home, this matter was far from over. Next was the most important part. Tianming and Lucas, the vicious father and son, had not yet been resolved. Now, Mr. Adair pretended to protect himself with dementia. With his current situation, it was impossible for a single person to defeat Tianming and his son. Once the father and son found out that he was in disguise, they would kill him immediately. Therefore, what he had to do next was to expose the true colors of Tianming and Lucas, the father and son duo, in public, rescue old Adair, and let Faria regain control of the entire Adair family group. However, after this, they still had to face the problem of how to solve Tianming and Lucas. In Alex's view, the father and son had not only committed the crime of intentional homicide, but had also directly attacked their loved ones. Not only were they rebellious, but they were also heinous. Even if they resorted to the law, they should be sentenced to death. Therefore, there was no need for people like this to stay in this world. However, these two people were, after all, Faria's close relatives. How to deal with them depended on what Faria and even Mr. Adair meant. Faria was also standing on the deck at this time, blowing the sea breeze, looking at Beijing getting farther and farther away, and said with emotion, "Master, if it were not for you, I might have died in Beijing." Alex smiled and said, "Don't say such dejected words. You auspicious people have your own heavens. Even without me, you shouldn't die. You won't die." Faria smiled gratefully and asked him, "Master, if I really died, would you be sad?" Alex said seriously, "Of course. Don't forget, you are my friend." Faria's expression was a little joyful and a little disappointed. She secretly said in her heart, "Could it be that in my life, the relationship with Master can only stop at the word friend?" The past kept reappearing in her heart, and she comforted herself in the bottom of her heart. "Master has treated me very well. I should be satisfied at this moment." Alex looked at Faria and asked, "Faria, have you ever thought about how to deal with your uncle and cousin after this incident?" Faria was slightly surprised. After thinking for a long time, she shook her head blankly and said, "Master, I haven't thought about this question." Alex nodded and sighed lightly. "You haven't thought about it before. Now you should think about it," Faria asked him. "Master, do you have any good suggestions?" Alex said, "My suggestion is very simple. Just 5 words, cut the grass and root." Faria's expression flashed with a little struggle. She clenched the railing with both hands and said tangledly, "I know what you mean, but after all, they are all from the Adair family, and they are my dearest relatives." I can't do it," Alex said lightly. "You don't need to start this matter. You just have to make a decision." Faria sighed. "I know what you mean, but it is very difficult to make this decision. I have to consider not only my own feelings, but also the feelings of my grandpa and the feelings of everyone in the Adair family." "It's all a family," Alex asked, "but when they tried to kill you, did they treat you as family?" Faria nodded. "They are really amazing, but I am not them after all." After that, she said again, "Master, in fact, you don't know. Since the Adair family has no great people in my generation, Grandpa used to feel sorry for this. If the uncle and cousin die again, it must be a bigger blow to him.